So it's move out day, and well, one of the main reasons why we're moving out is because of a rat infestation in the house. Um, we've already moved out all of our stuff, so you can really get a good look now as to what's going on with the rats. We're in the spare bedroom that's downstairs. Sorry, there's no lighting in this room because the power in the house is, well, not working right. So a lot of the outlets and stuff don't work right, as you can see. We had to remove part of the ceiling here because it was all moldy and whatnot. We've got part of the wall where a lot of the water was coming in and the landlord refused to do anything about it. So for safety purposes, this section of moldy wall was removed. All it really was is, as you can see, sorry, the pipes are loud. Just the painted MDF plywood, I believe it's called. I call it chipboard plywood. Nothing special, but that's what was on the wall. And then we had pink insulation and 2x4 framing. That was removed from the corner here so that the cement blocks could be properly parged and the water problem, well, mostly stopped. As you can see, there's still a bit. And clearly it needed to be done because this is the edge of the parging where it stopped. And you can clearly see all of the moisture that is seeping through the foundation. Moving on in the tour. The rats have destroyed everything that we own. We've just basically threw away 80% of our belongings in the dump. It weighed 1,800 kilograms. A few things to remove yet. These are the landlord's stands. As you can see though, as when we remove the appliances, just look at the rat droppings and the dust and dirt. And the funnest part of the whole place. Sorry again, there's no power out here. Check this out though. This is around the fuse panel. As you can see, they've ripped out all the insulation. They've, well, there's rat droppings all throughout this stuff. This was obviously a nest at one point. It's just a mess around all the wiring. This is clearly why half the power and electricity in the whole house does not work properly. And it's old school panels, or the old school fuses. You really can't appreciate it via video, but the smell in this room is just horrendous. The aroma of urine. I'm not an expert, but I can only assume that it's rat urine because I see them everywhere. Wouldn't be surprised if you look closely in this video if you can see one or two scurrying around in the background. I don't notice any right now, or I'd point them out. But they are down here and it smells very, very bad. As you can see, there is damage everywhere from the rats. They've pulled out a lot of the insulation in the house from the walls. Around the piping, a lot of the wiring. I'd be afraid of the wiring, to be honest with you. It's old wiring to begin with, and well, I have a lot of appliances where these rats have just chewed through the power cords, so yeah, I'm imagining that's probably why we're seeing a lot of power problems in the house. We had to run extension cords everywhere. Towards the end here, basically we were running just off of a few outlets with extension cords, which is not ideal, but you need to have that. There's more rat droppings there all over the floor. They are everywhere. They have destroyed everything that is down here. There was a perfectly good electric barbecue that, well, it's garbage now. A Bissell cleaner, steam cleaner, that all the power cords and stuff were chewed to. That no longer works. Same as a TV over there in the corner. And, well, you just see all the debris and junk everywhere. That's from the rats. The rats have pulled it out, and they've they've made a mess. So let's check out some more areas in the house. Oh, we should stop and have a look at this. This is the second bathroom for the house. The toilet's never worked right since we moved in. It's actually jury-rigged now because no matter what, you cannot shut off the water. So by putting that bungee cord on it in that way, for whatever reason, it just seems to stop the water flow. So the bungee cord's being left on there so that the water doesn't continue and the toilet overflow. It's just a nasty toilet. No matter what you do, it just looks nasty. So moving on. This is the living room number 1. As you can see all around the room, we've got holes where these rats have chewed right through the wall, and well, Lord only knows where that tunnel system goes to. These holes are everywhere. Everywhere where there isn't baseboard. Most of the baseboard was not in the house when we moved in. We've installed quite a bit of this baseboard for Lynn. These boards were actually put here to stop the rats. They were coming in from under there. And as you can see, so some redneck baseboard to kind of block the holes so they can't maneuver around so easily. They probably got holes all behind this baseboard heater. This area is completely disgusting. There was an accident with this railing. As you can see, the top one there is anchored in pretty good. This one down here was just into the drywall with some picture hanger things. It's not really proper. This isn't a concrete wall. There is no, it's gypsum, sorry, I can't think of the name of this stuff right now. It's that drywall that's a cement board or whatever. But there's no stud or anything behind here to hold this, this bracket. So it easily popped out, right? It's simple fix, not the end of the world. They need to use a stud finder next time and find a stud like that one. But this door here was like this ever since we moved in. We'll start with this. This is extreme weather damage from the rainwater coming in, because this is the south side of the house. It faces Lake Ontario is way over that way. But Lake Ontario is this way, so that's where you see most of your storms. We don't have a storm door. There's never been a storm door here since we moved in. Some of the stuff is there for it, but there's not a storm door. So naturally, as you can see the outside of the door, the rain just pounds on this door and comes down all over the floor. Actually leave this open, it's better lighting. And it has destroyed the laminate flooring all in this area, which on the extreme rain days we get water all the way out to here. As you can see, lots of damage to this laminate floor, and surprisingly enough, it's by that door. That's the south side of the building. So moving on, this is the garage. I've done extensive cleaning out here, so it's not near as bad. Again, there's a smell, but the doors have been opened all day now, so it's kind of aired out. It's amazing, all of our stuff kind of like contained the smell, if you will, but the backside of everything is just covered in rat pee and feces and destroyed. One of the areas that's the best is over here. We had somebody spilled something here. Great, so you're not going to be able to see it that well. But there was a lot of stuff here. This whole area has been cleaned. There's some more rat droppings there that's been swept into a pile. This is the garage. As you can see, it's your typical garage. Moving on, the front entrance area here. We changed out this floor for Lynn. There was a very old parquet floor here. I don't even know how old it was, but it was it was a nasty floor. The finish was completely removed from it. I'm a flooring contractor, so I would know. The finish was removed, and the floor was absorbing just everything, right, from walking outside. Again, we had rats. We've pretty much had rats ever since we moved in here. So we removed this floor and we provided this tile, and I installed it. As you can see, it's got some border work. We picked the colors. I mean, we're supplying it, so we use this stuff. The only thing that's not done in this area is obviously the baseboard's not installed, but that's really, there's about 20 feet here at most, so it's not a lot of baseboard. And considering we installed this nice new floor for her, she can handle a little bit of baseboard, in my opinion. We never got a dime for this floor. This is the corner though. Again, I guess baseboard may contain some of this, or they would probably just go higher and come out through the wall above the baseboard. But this is one of the main traffic areas, obviously, for these rats. You can catch a lot of them here. I have in the past, but they have completely chewed through the wall, and they come through here constantly, I'm sure. They just tracked garbage everywhere. These are the stairs that we moved into. We had to put these little strips of carpet on a long time ago. They're just tacked there into her wood. Not a big deal. She needs to refinish them anyway. It's been like that. This is how the top of the stairs was finished. Again, we have a few spots that are missing baseboard here. Not a big deal. This room is basically the way that we moved into. This floor is very, very old. It's never been refinished, resurfaced, or anything like that. It's just a bedroom. No damage in here whatsoever. The closet doors are there. They just need to be put back on the pins. A little bit of stuff up there to remove yet. This is an accident from the dogs. There was something spilled here that they liked, and we weren't home, so they dug it up, right? We installed this carpet for Lynn. The carpet that was here when we moved in actually was full of fleas and infested with fleas, and infected our dog, and she gave us permission to change out the nasty old carpet and put in this new carpet. So there is a hole there. Again, as far as I'm concerned, it'd be easy for her to replace that, and considering it was all done for free in the first place, upgrading severely some old nasty stuff, she, in my opinion, can take care of this as well. This is one of the other bedrooms. One of the rooms where the lights actually work. There's only one bulb in there, but it does actually work in this room. Again, you can see rat droppings. Not entirely sure how they come into this room. We do have this access hole. There's a bathroom on the other side here, so I'm assuming this is something to do with the bathroom. I don't know, I'm not going to investigate too much. This is my son's room. This is actually one of the first times I'm seeing this hole. This was his closet. But I am assuming that that's probably, now that I'm looking at it, how the rats were getting in and out of this room. This is that bathroom. This is obviously a way that they're getting around. The rats did not do this. There was a plumbing issue a while back where the shower was leaking in the front entranceway below, actually, where I just showed you the ceramic tile. The shower here was leaking there, and we were told it was because of this big heavy Moen shower head that we've put on here. It's, you know, it's a very light shower head. It's not even real steel. It's like plastic all back here. Not much to it. Basically, they were saying the shower head was pulling on this pipe up here, which caused water somewhere along here. I had a snake camera, sorry. So I am responsible for drilling a tiny hole that was somewhere around here so that we could see these pipes back here with my snake camera. And when we turned the water on, you could clearly see on camera water just spraying everywhere. So she had a plumber come in, and he's done something in there, but he made this giant hole. This was about a year ago. This is right in the bathroom, which leads underneath the tub there. And there's, you can't see too well. It's just nasty down there. But yeah, this hole was made and it was left for us. So like it's constantly flaking drywall gunk everywhere, and there's some fresh poop or something, fresh pee maybe. Not quite sure what that is. I don't know. But there's that. And a problem in here. Here's the lighting. As you can see, extensive corroding. And why is that? That is the exhaust fan for this bathroom, and it's hasn't been functional since we moved in. That's actually how it was when we moved in, just a little less corrosive. It was one of many things that Lynn promised to fix that she never did. So that in return, every time you have a shower, no matter if you open this window or not, you get steam. The steam goes all over this lighting, and voila, the lighting doesn't work, obviously, because I'm not even sure if that's proper lighting for a bathroom. Looks more like something for maybe a dining room. I'm not sure. I'm not an electrician, but it clearly is very corroded. They're supposed to be gold colored, or brass, I guess you'd say. So it has destroyed these lights, and that's basically because there's no exhaust in this bathroom. Okay, so that's the entire upper level of the house. So we don't really have working hydro everywhere, or working lights, sorry. A lot of the outlets don't work in these two rooms. As far as I know, this room here, which is my son's room, the top, when you get to the top of the stairs and go left, across from the bathroom, it's, as far as I know, everything works pretty good in here outlet-wise, and the ceiling fan and the light. But these rooms, the master bedroom, and we'll call it the purple room, top of the stairs to the right, not so much. So I believe that's everything that I wanted to include. Oh no, it's not. We need to go outside. Okay, we are now at the front of the house. Let's actually get the house number. That would probably be a good idea. 357. Just cruise the neighborhood. This is across the street. The neighbor's house over there. There's no real landmarks. You got this tree in the front yard, and this big, goofy, stupid hedge in front of the front window that desperately needs a trimming. But what I wanted to show you, here's our outside lighting. Another thing, this was like this when we moved in. Apparently the previous tenant, I don't know what happened, but this happened to the light. We've got an outlet. These wires are sticking out and they're moretted. We've got a ground wire also peeking out here. It's probably safe to grab because the wiring in this house is again fucked up. Pardon my French. I shouldn't swear. Sorry, but it makes me angry. And we've got this box here. Again, this has been hanging like this ever since we moved in. I actually had to go and get one of these solar lights, and well, I can't fasten it to the building, so it's kind of 2 blocks of wood that are around this gazebo thing that are holding up the front porch. So it's 2 blocks of wood on both sides that are screwed together through the wood, not through the posts, and then there's a little sensor up on the roof to collect the sunlight. But this is our only outside lighting for the front area. As you can see over here, again at the garage, here's the lighting between the 2 garage doors at the front of the house. Once again, bare wires sticking out with morettes. So we have no lighting for the house whatsoever. We have old windows that aren't very safe other than that bar there. Just taking some random shots now of stuff. So in closing too, would like to add that on average we've been killing about 25 to 30 rats in the house every month. We've been doing this consistently now for probably pretty close to the last 12 months. Yeah, so I think that's everything.